It's not a very popular answer to this at the moment, that the scale of the challenge is vast in the UK to really make our built environment much lower carbon impact, much more adaptable and resilient to the future warming climate we've got. And the level of investment we're going to need, both from government, from the public sector, and also levering in from private investment, is going to be huge over a long period of time, but that will deliver a massive range of benefits, both in terms of carbon and fuel bill reductions and improved health outcomes across society. And there's an enormous part for PropTech to play within that. What we found in the past is that we don't know all the solutions, but actually what we do know is that there's going to have to be a really big digital drive at the center of this. A lot of the technology solutions that are going to help us get there, if we think of the housing retrofit space, we have a real blend of money coming into different places in that sector, whether that's digital one-stop shops to help centralize information for people to understand what do I need to do to my property, how do I get the information about who can do it locally, how do I get access to the finance to do that. A range of other prop tech in that space that sort of money's really flowing into now are around some of the digital tech solutions of understanding how do we install these things at speed and scale, whether that's underfloor, robots crawling around under our floors, getting the insulation scoped out for how to sort of stop heat traveling through the house too quickly, through to a whole range of other prop tech solutions. For instance, in the commercial building space, where we've got a whole range of investors and asset owners across the UK desperately wanting to understand, how do I know which of my assets to target first? What do I need to do to them? What's the impact going to be? How is this going to be translating into a better offer for my customers and clients? And the prop tech space helping them digitize the data and translate that into usable information is key. So there's a massive space for all sorts of prop tech coming in, whether that's housing, commercial, and even looking at the big infrastructure investment that we need in the UK as well. I guess it's several factors. It's only recently, from the back end of 2023, that at a global level they recognize buildings as a critical lever for tackling the climate fight. And there's work going on by a United Nations group in Paris next week, sort of trying to better understand what that means. And that's about saying the built environment is a space where we can really knuckle in and start to tackle some of the big carbon emission challenges. Events like PropTech are about continuing that conversation. It's about saying, actually, this is now being recognized as an area where we can come forward with really good solutions. And therefore, it's bringing a lot of the wise heads together, operating in this space to say, what does that look like? It's all very well having these fancy dancy ideas, but how does that translate into real action and real traction on the ground, really changing the face of the market?